Hi folks, I'm Todd and we're making time now. Today we're gonna roast a chicken over the fire. We're gonna use the SCOFF Easy Campfire oven, and we're gonna get set up here and cook up a chicken. Yeah, this is our boondocking campsite that we have up above our house there. And this is our view overlooking Elk Mountain. Today, what we're going to be using, this is a SCOFF Easy Campfire oven. And today we're going to be using this one's been upgraded to a 20-inch rack. Usually when you purchase a tripod, it's only a 17. But these panels can be flexed out here so that it'll take advantage of this wider ring. You just hang them up a little higher. And so this one's been flexed out. Normally they'd be a little closer together. So that's what we're going to be using today. I have got some dry wood I grabbed and cut up to get our fire going to make it a little bit easier. Guy here, we're splitting up some hickory. I like to cut my wood up short. What I think we're going to do today, there's a lot of different fire methods of cooking. And I think today, once I get my fire going here with this ash, get it going, I'll get a pretty good fire going, and I'll spread it out around the edge of the fire ring, having nothing in the middle. So this is going to kind of give me a indirect heat. I have this stainless steel hook that we made. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to run that up through the chicken. This is going to be on his breastplate. Then we're going to take this, find out the good height. This runs down in through, and the chicken's going to hang here. That way he's not on the rack. You could use a beer can chicken holder if you want, sit on here, but without them sitting on the rack, the whole chicken's just going to look just beautiful, golden brown. You could do turkeys or whatever. I did 15, 16 pound turkeys on this, and that's the bigger rack. And I don't believe I did any on the smaller one yet, but so that's what the plan is. I gotta get my fire going here. You gotta get a pretty good fire. When you pull it off to the side, it's gonna really put a damper on your fire. It's gonna damper right down. So if you wanted like a smoke a brisket or something like that, what I would do, I'd get my little blower and do the same thing, have my hickory around the edge, and I would want to hold like a 200 degrees, get my good smoke, and as it cools down a little bit, I would take my blower, just go around the edge of the rim just to get it up to 200. If it gets a little hotter, what's nice with the tripod is that you can take this and raise it up and down to get that perfect cooking temperature that you want. And I usually give it a little bit of a spin if I'm sitting there, and what that does, it gives you a more even cook. It goes hot and cold, because your fire isn't always even. Today's a pretty windy day, and that's with this door on, up nicely, and you have a temperature gauge here that shows you what temp you're cooking at. And this will capture all your heat right in here, and it doesn't take much wood to cook because it captures all the heat. And if it was, if we want, we could even lower this down. That's sitting right on. I'm burning my rack off now. I did some bacon or something on it last time. And that's why you always want to make sure your rack is burned off good from whatever you cooked the last time. Because if you did bacon and you didn't burn it off, and you throw some buttermilk biscuits or cinnamon rolls on there, and it catches on fire, and the outcome isn't good. You ended up with a big flame ball like this, which I have done before, which ain't good. But this here, you can cook in the rain because it protects your fire. And when you're lifting, I grab up here normally. This isn't, don't touch the tins. The chain normally doesn't get hot, and you can raise it up and down. If you want, you could use a mitt or a glove, but you can raise it up and down to get the temperature that you want to cook with. So I gotta get my fire going here, and I'll show you what I'm doing with the chicken. What we have here is, I got this yesterday at Aldi's, little fresh whole chicken here. I'm gonna open this up here, and I was gonna use lemon pepper on it, and I could not. I have it somewhere, I could not find it anywhere. So I don't know where my lemon pepper is. So what we're going to do today, we're just going to rub it down with some olive oil, and we're going to put salt and pepper on it, like if it was going to be like a Thanksgiving turkey. Going to do, take some olive oil, give them a good rubbing down with the olive oil. You could even take some butter, tuck some butter in under the skin here with where the breast is. Big slabs of butter. Grease them up good. This is what's going to give them that nice golden brown. You even dump a little in there. Heat them up. Like I said, wanted lemon pepper, but we don't have it, so use what you got as you are camping. So we'll give them, put some salt here. Bottom here. A little inside maybe. Just do it however like you're going to do your Thanksgiving turkey that you normally do use. A little bit of pepper. Looks good. Yeah, a little bit there. See how that J comes up? I want to close this up a little bit so it presses against his sternum there a little bit. So we'll take it and close it in a little bit. See if that's enough. We run it up through this way. Now he's sitting nice. That way it won't break out or anything. So we just ran him right up through. That J's pointing right into his sternum there, right in his breast. Okay, there's our fire, what it's looking like. Nothing in the middle here. I have it all around the edges. It's giving an indirect heat, so there isn't nothing right underneath the chicken. It's off to the side. And today's a real windy day. And my temp dropped down a little bit. I can lower that down to get it back up to my 300 degrees. Right now it's 200. I just added some more wood in there to get it up. But I'll lower that down and hold my 300 degrees. All right, we're gonna hang them up in here. The fire has died down some there. Take this hook up here, hang it up in that chain, find out what's the right distance. We'll go up in there, right up there. We'll run that right down through the panels. Close it up. Your poker stick here. What we're going to do, we're going to pull it off around the edges. I got a medium, probably a medium coal base there. What we're trying to do, make like an indirect heat. The chicken's in the middle. The fire's going to be around the edge. This way, you'll have a nice golden chicken. When you separate your fire, spread it out, a lot of times it'll dampen your fire right down. So you might have to put a little dry wood on it to get it going. I'm looking more of a roast than a smoke today. So I don't know, I'm thinking about 300. But I'll put my hickory in there. What we'll do, we'll lower this down. And right now, like I said, we don't really have any fire. We'll just give it a little bit of a spin. And it'll spin this way. Then it'll stop. And then it'll spin the other way. I put some wood in there, so that's going to ignite. And that's going to give me a better, so I'm not fighting with my fire. And it's going to be raising up here quite quick. Like already, we're up to 150 degrees. Your chicken's in the middle. But it's flaring up pretty good, so that, like I said, just if it flared up too much, you could pull it up. But if you wanted to capture that smoke, you could pour some water on that. And then it'll dampen it down, and then it'll start up again. I just feel a few sprinkles, but with this here, you don't have to worry about it if it rains. I've been using this for now about close to 10 years. This is our patent, and if it rains, this is hot, the water hits this and just shields right off. And this is protecting your food, because your food's inside, all covered up, and anything falling down ain't not going to get on it or nothing. Just that little bit of a time, we're already at 300 degrees. So we'll just keep an eye on it. If you have a good poker stick, this here is a golf club, put a piece of metal on it and hook it, and you can reach in there when you have it down low, and you can move your wood around a lot easier than if you had a big poker stick. It looks really good. But you can see it's like probably 275. We could lower that down just a little bit, and you can get it dialed in. Once you get it going, settled in where the fire wants to burn, and normally it's you don't have to mess with it that much. So we'll have you check back in a bit and see how it's doing. Well, we just had a little rainstorm here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not affecting the oven any. Like I said, you can see the water hitting it. And like I said, it shields your fire. It captures all the heat. And your food isn't getting, whatever you have on there, not getting pelted with the rain. And right there, we got probably 275. I could lower it down. I just put on some hickory wood on it. And that was pretty wet. It was laying up here, and it rained all last night. And we've been getting a lot of rain, so. But we're getting a lot of smoke, doing a little smoking on it. So, but it's got a pretty good little rain right now going on. And like I said, the tins, the metal is hot, and it just dissipates right off. So it's doing its job. All right, here you can see our fire is starting to, temperature is dipping down a little bit. We're like 225. And what you want to do is just keep on adding this wood in slowly. I should have added it in a little quicker so that you can have a more even fire. Or you could we'll just lower this down. I don't know if I can do it one hand here. Temperature really quick because you're right down in there. Like I said, we have nothing in the middle. So you can see that temperature gauge rising up real quick. It takes very little wood to cook anything, smoke anything, because this captures everything. So ideally, when you're smoking, if you wanted to smoke, you want to have just enough so you have the temperature you want, like 200, and you got to smoke just like that. And it just takes a little time, and you can dial it right in to the temp that you need. But like I said, that's a nice 300 there. With the wind blowing here, and I just added that wood, it'll start raising it up, the temp will, and I'll end up have to raise it up as that wood starts to ignite. But like I said, it takes very little wood. And you can use big wood, but I find it a lot easier if you can cut your wood in half, smaller, where you can lay it around the edges. But you don't have to, but just things that I found out it makes it a lot easier to help you out. Jake's turkey necks are all done. He's down there enjoying a chicken neck. And a turkey neck, chicken neck. We got it all cooked up for him. He's enjoying it. We've been cooking now for an hour. And like I said, that right there, right around, holding a nice, close to 300 degrees. And I brought the temperature gauge out to, I don't know if you can see it, he's looking mighty good. Here we get over here with the sun shining on him, maybe. He's just as golden brown. So we brought the temperature gauge out and see what we got for a temp. I'm not sure. Don't want to overdo it here. So let me zoom out there. And yeah, I think you got some ways to go yet. Well, he's at 148 up here on top of the breast. So down here he's probably a lot better. Now he's going to be oozing his juice out, but he's just as juicy. So we got to take him up a little bit farther than 148, so there'll be a little bit more time. Well, it's raining again. It's probably about the third time that it's rained, and about an hour and 45 minutes into it. We're closing in on 2 hours, and right now here pretty good. It is. I don't know if you can see it, but coming down pretty good. But you can see it on the oven there, how it dissipates off as it hits. And still protecting our fire and our food that's in it. So we're getting close here. Well, it's up to 400 there. You see that fire's getting kind of hot. So we got to raise her up here a little bit. So I just grab a hold of the chain here and slide the slider and give her a turn there. Like I said before, giving it a turn once in a while gives you that even cook, hot and cold. It's hotter on that one side than it is over here. If it just sat there, that side of the chicken would cook faster than that side. So, but as you see your fire going down, like I said, you just keep on adding in slowly so you can get a nice, even temperature. You get that chicken off. He's like a little over 180, and I was going to pull them at 170, so he probably only took it. We tested them at 2 hours, and probably should have waited probably an hour and a half. But so we got to be careful with him. He's going to fall apart, and that's what he looks like. He looks pretty done. So then we'll slide the pan in here maybe. Come up here and grab the hook and slide that out. And it's been windy today. Oh, he's good. I just blew the chair over, and we're still able to cook this chicken here. I said it blew my door off twice. We get big gust of winds. It's I don't know, high 40s, around 50 degrees. So let's go over there and pull the pin out. Get it out of there without destroying them. Like I said, I should have pulled them way before, but I don't know if you can see him there. He's just as golden brown. Not burnt at all. The smoke just darks them up a lot. You can see all the juice running right out of them. True test to see if they're done. Twist the leg and the bones pull right out. The juice. My cut here. It is windy. It's so moist. Very good. Out just as good. Did chickens, turkeys, all kinds of stuff on it. I have a brand out of things to try, and we've been using this for about 10 years. So this is the SCOFF's Easy Campfire Oven. And if you like our video, like us, share us. Go on our website. I believe it might be SCOFFoutdoorcooking.com. And check it out. You can do anything on it. Well, what SCOFF stands for: smoker, cooker, oven, fire saver, fire prevention. Like I said, hope to see you folks again. Make sure you make yourselves some time